Hello everybody, Steve here, and today I have this beautiful Walsall 2000 5-lever padlock for you guys. This is made in England and it says insurance pattern over here and secure 5-levered on this dust cover. And if you notice, it does have screws on here so that when we do get it open, then we can take that cover plate off and we can see the insides of it. And this lock is on loan to me from Jack Fox. Thank you, Jack, for letting me play around with this a little bit and it's a lot of fun. This is a really nice padlock, very nice and heavy duty and stuff, and so it does work. And if you didn't notice, the bitting on the key, and so this we'll just use get this magnet up there to hold it out of the way. We'll just use this homemade tension wrench that's made out of a cut down key for some other lock that I don't have, so not too big of a deal to do this. And if you look back on some of Jack's videos, he has just posted some videos on how to make these tension wrenches and also these pick wires. And I know Brummy has also done a lot of these, make a lot of his own tools, and so you can see his channel for some ways on how to make them too yourself. So we'll just use this, will just go in and it will put the tension on the bolt and we'll use the pick wire. Let's see, trying to get this stay in frame and get it tensioned, and hold the pick wire in place. Let's see, hopefully we can see that. Too many things to worry about, I guess. So anyway, let's go back to the back. The best way to do these lever locks is just kind of do a little nudge on each lever as you go up, and just keep going up and down, just kind of giving little nudges on each one of them until you get them all set. So now I'm on 1. 2 seems like it's resting against the bolt stump or the post, so it's kind of hard to get this goes under there. Hopefully you can see. Hopefully I'm not covering up too much. It's kind of a tricky lock to pick because it does have false gates in there, or false notches, and the bolt stump also has a notch in there to kind of trick you up, and it's not very easy to work to do, but anyway, let's see if we can get there, see if we can get lucky. I have picked this before, but I'm trying to see if my luck is on my side and I can get it to open for me on camera today. So I'm getting slight movements. So hopefully that's a good sign. There's a nice little slight movement there. Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep the pick wire on the lever as you're doing it. Fill 2, fill set. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. Kind of medium tension and kind of trying to keep a steady tension on there so that it doesn't just dive right into a false set and just kind of goes right over those things and get into the right spot. feeling too much. Try to find what's holding us up. Seems like number one is fill with stuff dropping. Okay. Sometimes it's just kind of nudging them all, giving them a little bit of love. Hopefully they get nudged right to the right spot. So a little bit of luck, a little bit of learning what to feel for. It feels like it's into some false notches there. See if you can figure out what's going on. I guess number one is just not quite set right. Reset. Sometimes that helps. Get a reset and helps get it out of those false gates. 4, 3, or that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to 2. Big get on it. I heard something dropping down, of course. I would say I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but it's kind of hard to do right now. Kind of hard to cross your fingers and hold on to the lock and apply tension and push the levers up. Maybe I should say I'm crossing my toes. Hopefully somebody's giving me some willing to help me, or willing. Somebody's out there probably saying, come on, it'll go, it'll work. You can do it. Well, hope is not all lost. I'm feeling movement on the tension wrench, feel movement on the lever still, so just kind of working up and down, nudging each one of them, trying to talk my way through it. Keeping that tension kind of constant. Trying to stay on the levers as I get to them. The 2-in-1 was definitely a lot easier. I don't have one for this type of lock. Something's not set right, obviously. Some good movement there. There we go. We got her. Whew. And it's picked open. The Walsall 2000 picked open. Let's get rid of this magnet now. There we go. Got it picked open. So let's remove this top cover, and then we can see what we're talking about. What these guys look like inside. Lock that back up. Normally you can't open these up and see inside because the rivets aren't meant to, or are put in there so that they don't so you can't open them back up. But I went through, or I took this out to the shop and machined off the top rivets and drilled and tapped them so that we can put it back on, and that way we can see what's inside. And we're not going to remove all the levers today, and I'll show you why in just a second. Gonna have to get this on here. So this has the top plate, and then it has another plate underneath, and so this is the reason why we can't take the levers out today, because it has a little clip here to hold the levers down. So I'm not going to take that out. Essentially, I mean, you can remove them, but sometimes you ruin them when you're trying to pull those out. So I'm not going to take the levers out. But here you can definitely see what I'm talking about. You can see how you have these little notches in here, and sometimes they're in the top, sometimes they're in the bottom of the lever, and then we have the little slot that they go through. And then on the bolt stump itself, you have that little notch, and that thing will go right into your lever that you're trying to pick open. So as you lift it up, it will slide right into that and then stop it so that it doesn't open up. Push that up, you can see number 2, and then you can see all the way back in there. But that gives you an idea that all of them kind of look like this. Some are on the top and the bottom. And number 1 is a really super high lift, as you can tell from the key. You got that little really high lift right there, and then a little bit of a lift on 2. 3 is 1 step up, 4 another step up, and then another high lift on the back on number 5. So you can see number 1 how high a lift that is. Anyway, let's put this back together real quick. And that is the Walsall 2000, and I got a few other things to do with this before sending it back to Jack. But I just wanted to show it to you real quick. I know people have opened these up in the past, so it's not too big of a deal for some of you guys, but definitely a fun lever lock to work with and learn and get through those false notches and stuff. So there, we're back together. Does still work perfectly. And there we have it. Walsall 2000 5-lever padlock. Let's prop this up to get the glare out. Walsall 2000 5-lever padlock, picked open with the homemade tension wrench and homemade pick wire made out of the piano wire. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you give a like and you're subscribed, and definitely leave some comments down below. And thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.